doing the M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Visit.
Woo.
See how I said M. Night instead of M. Night?
Mm-hmm.
I was being clever. The Visit, again, is what we're doing. Okay, let me just get this so it's ready for later. Okay, so, before we get into it, like and subscribe. Click like right down there. That would be great. Not a lot of people do it, and I would like it if more people did. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I talked to somebody earlier who totally watches these and says he doesn't subscribe. And I was like, you fucking asshole, man. Like, come on.
Crazy on your ass?
Yeah, it said, I don't care about views. Like, I can manufacture views. I can just watch it over and over again. It's the subscribes and likes I look for. Not that we get any views either, or that I do that. But anyways, because I don't do that.
Regardless.
And also, something I always forget to say, follow us on Facebook, like our page on Facebook, and also like us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at official UMR, capital U-M and R.
Tweet.
And yeah, not that I ever use it, but if I have more followers, I'll probably use it. We don't really have a lot of followers. So.
And you guys will get some juicy stuff.
You get some juicy tweets, twits,
like
twats, whatever they're called. Okay, moving on to how this works. Do you want to tell them how this works?
You do.
Okay. The way this works is we give you a quick little synopsis of the movie The Visit. I already hit it. Of the movie The Visit, we give you a little no spoiler skinny, and then we break in what we liked about it specifically and what we disliked about it, our positives and our negatives. And then afterwards, we give you a rating between 1 and 10 that's completely tailorized, of just a rating we come up with in between 1 and 10. Alright, see, I don't know how you can't just tell them how it works. I feel like I do all the talking for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's better that way.
But it would be nice if you did some talking. I don't know.
know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna make her tell you what the movie's about then. Give us a little synopsis, non-spoilery synopsis about this movie. What would you learn from the trailers, and what do people need to know in order to go see it?
Basically, this mother's going on a trip, and she hasn't seen her parents in like 15 years or something.
Years, yeah.
And she has children, and she's like, well, I'm going to go on this trip, and I'm going to give my children the chance to meet their grandparents. So the kids go and see their grandparents, and they're, like, filming. For
the first time. They've never seen their grandparents before.
And so they're filming it and doing, like, a little documentary because they're smart kids, and that's that. Like,
the daughter's an inspiring filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that in my positives and my negatives.
Yeah.
And
then,
wackiness ensues after 9:30. That's what you learn from the trailers. So after 9:30, the grandma goes a little willy, goes a little crazy, and then weird stuff goes on, and it's a PG-13 horror movie.
Yep.
Okay.
It is. Okay.
You want to jump into positives?
I thought we were going to go negatives first.
No, positives. We always do positives first.
Last time we did negatives. But whatever, besides that, doesn't matter.
We didn't. That's not even true.
I'm pretty
sure. We always do positives first. No, we always do positives first.
Okay, well...
I know what we do. I've been doing this for a long time. In a lot of these videos. I'm the only one who's in them all. I know we do positives first. Go on.
Okay.
Rock them out.
So, positives. I liked the funniness / scariness.
This movie's really funny.
It's mostly funny. For me, it was a little scary, but that's because I don't watch scary movies anymore because I watched too many. It made me scared. So, that's why it was scary for me. But most people would probably say that's not scary at all, so.
I didn't really find it scary. I could see how people would find it scary. That's neither a negative or a positive
Things
for
that
me.
are just more realistic kind of are scary, though.
Okay.
That's just my thought. But yeah, I guess that was a positive. And I like where they filmed it.
The location?
Yeah, the location was cool.
Okay.
I don't know, I think that's...
Yeah, I know, you're just being really interesting with your slow talking. I like where it was.
I'm kind of like, put me out of sorts this one.
She's flustered. I thought this movie was extremely entertaining. I have this mixed thing with M. Night Shyamalan. He made Sixth Sense, which is actually a really good movie. And then he made movies that are kind of okay. And then he made really bad movies. And he made my least favorite movie of all time, which is Last Airbender. I'm a giant Avatar Last Airbender fan, and that movie is a fucking abortion of a film, and I will never, ever say anything good about that movie. That is one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen. So, what do you do with this one? It's okay.
Yeah.
This movie's okay. It's alright. I mean,
I did like
it was funny when it wanted to be
yeah.
funny. And I think the thing with the humor is he wanted us to be in on this joke. I think that we're not laughing at him like we were with The Happening, because that movie was just so bad, and we were laughing the whole time. And in this, he knew found footage horror movies can be stupid.
Yeah.
And he knew his subject matter was stupid. And he made this movie all by himself with his own money, and he completely filmed this movie before he took it to anybody else, so it's all him. And he was like, alright, let's laugh at how stupid these are. So it was almost like a parody at the same time. When it got serious, it got serious. And I like that. I think that's good. I don't think this is a failure of a movie. I think the shots are really, really good, and I'm getting into that. In my negatives, I'll get into that. Because it's a really, really well-shot movie. But this is a found footage movie. Now, another positives about this found footage movie, not a lot of jump scares. There are, but there are. But I just watched a really shitty movie called The Gallows, and that there's these fake jump scares. They're jump scares for the sake of jump scares. And that doesn't make sense for a found footage movie for me. Why is there constantly, if it's just somebody filming it? It doesn't make any sense. And then there's that tension,
yeah.
And then boom. Those don't make sense for me for found footage. There's no ambient soundtrack to this movie. And I thought that was really a good decision because it's a found footage movie. Why would there be a soundtrack?
Yeah, exactly.
I liked that. I liked a lot of the choices he made. And, yeah, for found footage horror movies, I've seen 2 now this year. Gallows was garbage, and this one I actually didn't mind.
I didn't see Gallows, so I didn't
So bad.
compare it to.
So bad. There's not even scary at all. At least we get a little bit of violence into this. It was a PG-13 movie, and there's actually a little bit of violence. Awesome! Not as much as like an Eli Roth, of course, which is all violence. But I'm glad there was some violence. I want that. A little bit of it in my horror movies.
I was okay with it.
It's alright, I just completely took this. Do you want to jump into what you didn't like?
Well, obviously, well, I don't know. My negatives, I don't know if I can use them for spoilers.
If it's for the spoiler, no. Sorry, we're trying to do no spoilers.
Sorry.
There is a twist. You
There's
can talk.
a twist.
Now, I thought the twist was obvious, but I had the unfortunateness of it getting ruined for me before I walked into the movie. She didn't see the twist until it happened, so that must be a positive.
I mean, like, yeah.
You can see the setup.
Now I can.
Yeah,
now
you
I'm
can
like,
see
oh,
all
that
the
makes
setup.
sense. But,
Yeah.
like, as you're watching it, you're kind of like, well, there's something strange going on, but you're not really quite sure what it is yet.
Yeah.
Because it could be a lot of things. You know, you think horror movies, blah, 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 all these things. And you're like, oh, I don't know yet. And then it has that sense of humor in it, which is, like, confuses you, too. Because you're like, well, maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. But then... No.
Yeah. I forgot about positives. Performances. I liked almost all of them. And I really love whoever played the little brother. He's hilarious. He's really funny. His jokes landed for me.
I think that's why I gave it... When we get into scores...
You're giving it as high? It's because of him?
Because of him, yeah.
He earned it. I liked him.
He was just a smooth little dude.
Yeah.
He was just a smooth little guy.
Okay, so do you have any non-spoilery negatives?
Well, the fact that I got scared was stupid.
No, she got a little scared.
I got a little scared in some parts, and I'll
and there's some really dumb things to be scared of, and which is again why I think the joke's on us a lot of the times. It's like you're gonna get freaked out by this really stupid thing.
That kind of annoyed me
that's
though,
funny.
because you're like do. No, because then you're not scared, but the do, and then you're like, okay, no, but then do, and it's like really.
And then when the movie wants to be terrifying, it is in a really kind of more weird way. I don't know.
I don't want to say because
I don't want to get into it either. But okay, so on to the negatives.
So,
I think there was a bad performance in the movie, and it's the grandpa. I think he did a really bad performance. Some of the times he sold me, but juxtaposed to some of the really good performances, he was very wooden a lot. I think maybe it was just him trying to do that character. Maybe it was just, but a lot of times it just seemed like bad acting. I don't know, it might have just, maybe that actor made a conscious decision to be stupid.
Yeah.
But, and then my other biggest negative, the cinematography's too good. It's supposed to be a found footage by an inspiring, director, a little girl or teenage girl who wants to. The cinematography's too good. I'm sorry. It's really good. It is actual movie level. I know what 15-year-old movies look like. I did movies when I was 15. They weren't that good. We didn't have any concept of any of that shit, but we still knew the big words that this person knew. But anyways.
Also, the storyline kind of got messed up a little bit in some parts.
Can you say that without spoiling anything?
Yeah, because this isn't really a big part of the movie at all.
Okay.
Like, in the beginning, the kid was like, yeah, I don't do sports at all. And then later on, he was like, oh yeah, I was in football. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it totally does.
I don't get it, though.
Okay, I'll ruin something for them. He says he's not in the sports, and then he tells an extremely traumatizing thing that happened to him that had to do with sports a couple years ago. And explained why he wasn't in the sports, and I actually really liked that. So, haha, your negative debunked. Okay,
Fair enough.
I think my biggest negative is the movie's kind of really dumb. That's my biggest negative. It's a really dumb movie. But is it entertaining? Yes, it's super entertaining. I'm going to give it a positive score, which surprised me. I thought I was going to give it a 3. I really did. I thought it was going to be a shit movie. And it was kind of really stupid. It was a really dumb movie. But it was really entertaining. And that's what I want going into movies. So, I'm giving I'm ready for me. I'm giving it 6.5 out of 10 ovens. 6.5 is a really high score for me. I already know how high she's giving it, but I'm giving it 6.5, and it deserved it. It was dumb, but I liked it. I will totally watch this movie again.
Was this gonna give it away?
No, we're good.
Okay, I give it a 7 out of 10. Crazy ladies.
Oh, I thought you were doing pineapples.
Nope.
Those
are just my
angry pineapples.
Those are just my random
angry ladies, crazy ladies.
Yeah, crazy.
So 7 out of 10. I'm sure if somebody who usually does movie reviews with me, Billy, watched this and saw our scores, he'd be like, "What?" Yeah, he totally would give it a 3.5 no matter what.
It was hilarious.
No,
I enjoyed it.
Merited it. This movie's really stupid, but it's entertaining.
Ish for me, but funny more so than anything.
Yeah,
so.
I think all around. Where it wasn't scary, the exposition was actually funny.
When you're watching a movie, you want to be in the movie. You
know?
know? And I was like, what?
Yeah, I was in.
So it was good.
I might regret our high scores we gave it later on in my life, but right now I'm standing by my 6.5.
Yeah.
So okay.
There you go.
You got anything else to say?
Nope.
Bye.